In this video, we're going deer hunting with giant broadheads. I've got a couple different ones we're going to be testing. Some with huge blades and others with even huger blades. To start, we're going to be shooting them into ballistics gel to decide which one we actually want to take. And then from there, it's all hunting. Will these giant broadheads devastate the deer, or are they so big that something may go wrong? These are all questions we don't yet have the answer to. But in this video, we're going to find out. Our shooter is going to be Logan. Logan, have you ever shot a deer before?
I have not.
Not yet, that's the key word. We're gonna be using the crossbow, which should be a ton of energy putting into it. Right now, he just sighted in for 20, absolute dead on. He's gonna shoot it at 30, see how much it drops, because the place we're hunting, we're gonna be visiting right here in a minute. We're gonna be putting up the blind. Nice. Was you holding dead on it?
Yeah.
Just dead on with the perfect X? All right, go see how much it dropped, if any, and we'll go from there. Where did it hit?
About an inch high from where the first one was.
An inch high?
Yeah.
All right, try it again and we'll see what happens. All right, so we got 3 broadheads we're gonna be testing. First one is this crazy looking blood sport. Has a giant blade on the front and blades that come out the side. The second are these super freaks, gigantic blades. I'm talking the cut's gonna be this big, if it works. And then the third one, just because I use this as an excuse to buy broadheads, it's the complete opposite, okay? It is a 1-inch 2-blade single bevel broadhead. These are very different from these. But this whole story started in church when my buddy Cash showed me a picture of this on Amazon, and I was like, my goodness, I've never seen anything like that. Instantly went home and bought them the same day. This is gonna be a cool video, dude. First, let me pull out the small broadhead. These are ones that are like very, I don't know, but look at it. Just something light, nothing heavy. That's probably what I would say. But just a real basic, I don't know, Indian looking, I don't know, looks like a blade, I guess. But I bet these will penetrate deep. And we're gonna be testing them. We got ballistics gel. Let me pull out the super freak. When I saw these, I was like, is that even legal? I don't know how good these will work, but my goodness, how much bigger of a blade can you put on that thing? Now, whenever you start getting big and crazy like this, it's great if they work, because that's a giant hole. But what's bad is if it hits really hard bone, something crazy happens, boom! These razor blades break off and now you're just shooting that. Sometimes that happens, but that's what this video was all about. That's gonna be a cool one to test. But now the blood sport, they put this in some kind of child lock or something. I had to pull out the KG pocket knife to get it open. Ooh, fuzzy. Trying to cut myself. Gosh. I need to shoot the package to get these things open. Not only does it have the big old blade on the front, but by golly, it's got 2 coming off the sides. I was like, I don't know if I need that, but I want that. Folds up like that, and as it enters the body, spreads out into that. But after Logan gets a little more dialed in with the crossbow, I'll be setting up ballistics gel. That's going to be a test. Good when you are. So that time it looked like it hit a little bit low. All right. Let's try another shot and see what happens. This spot we're going to put in a little bit of work. I'll go ahead and say a lot of work because y'all ain't there to prove it. Fingers crossed, I think we have a really good chance. In just this video right here where we done the slow motion deer hunting with Luke, that's where he killed his, but we're gonna be getting even closer on the deer since we're limited to a crossbow. What are your thoughts, Logan?
I think I'm gonna kill him first deer.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking. Same thing, hold dead center. Right on the target. Okay, so what happened, it hit the same spot, so a little bit low, which is good. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit left and right. All right. But realistically, there may not be much holdover from 20 to 30. That's a good thing.
Where was that one at?
Hit the same spot, so we're pretty consistent. Some little doe's about to have a terrible day. Interesting.
Same spot again.
Same spot again. All right, guys, we're gonna get this sighted in. We'll get back with you guys pretty soon. All right, guys, so we figured out the reason it's taking so long. I was actually sighting in the scope backwards, so my bad. Anyways, this is what we figured out so far. Unfortunately, the yardage doesn't exactly add up perfectly with the hash marks, but that's okay. We can make that work. Now we're gonna pull out the ballistics gel, set it up with the slow-mo, and we're gonna watch what these broadheads can do. We're gonna be using clear ballistics. It should give us a pretty good idea of penetration as well as the wound channel. First up, we'll do a control with the really small 1-inch single bevel broadheads. Those should penetrate the most. single bevel going on. Now, if I was actually going after a moose or something, that's the one I chose. I actually did go on a moose hunt. That's why we got the big moose target out there, but my broadheads look like this. They were pretty similar to this, except they had 3 blades instead of just 2. They killed that moose dead, so. Bigger isn't always better. Something that small can kill anything it hits. I'll go ahead and let you shoot that. We're 30 yards away. We're going to try to punch it straight through the middle of that ballistics gel. Nice and slow into the gel. Ooh, we scooted high. I'll go grab it and we'll try again. All right, we're back and ready to go. Nice and slow, take your time. That time it went perfect. Let's go take a look. And we can see this one started here, ended, I'm gonna say 2/3, give or take. You can look down on the top. You can see there's not really a gigantic wound channel, but at the end of the day, if it kills animals, that's what matters. Let's take this one off, put it on, what am I doing? What's this video?
Broadhead.
Oh yeah, we'll put on one of the big broadheads. So the way this goes is you actually slide an O-ring up over it. This one's gonna be a wacky one, but by golly, if it hits, it's going to cut. Whenever you're ready. That one went over it as well. And it dug in the same exact spot as the last one too. Now this will be a good test, because you've seen what happened when we pulled out the single blade. It worked perfectly. All right, well this one ain't doing too bad. It is still in one piece. That's a good sign. So wherever you aimed that time, aim about 3 inches lower.
This ain't going well.
If we can't hit the target with this one, we're not using it. I hit the target though. Let's go look at it. Honestly, I mean, it went pretty much an inch less, but looking at it from the side, do you see the cut? It's from here to here. That's the cut. You know what? That one's not bad, but I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. Now we've got one more to shoot. Let's test it out, and then we gotta go to our hunt spot and put up a blind. Everybody go down in the comments, comment, you got this, Logan, with 3 ends. Anyways, big crazy broadhead going on. This is the one that has the big, like 1-inch thing, but in addition to that, it has these that come off the side. So, really interesting, really crazy broadhead. Send it when you're ready. Nice and slow. Keep it right in there and pull the trigger. Nice and slow. It went over the top again. Y'all didn't see where I hit, but I'll show you. See, I've been hitting right here and right here. You've been hitting right here and right here and right here. So you're literally just an inch off. Yeah, they all, give or take, penetrated the same amount. It's just they both cut it wide open. It's really just whatever you want to throw. I'll let you do it eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or pick whichever one. But all right, now let's go set up our hunt blind, check out our hunt spot. You're currently attached to the steering wheel for an unorthodox filming position. Never let them know your next move. All right, so here's the game plan. We have a holler, which is a valley. It's the same place where Luke killed his deer with the rifle in youth season. What you can't see from the video is that there's actually big hills, big points on the other side, on both sides. We're gonna be going around, climbing up one point, and then looking down in it for a crossbow shot. The shot that Luke took was great and everything, killed the deer perfectly, but he was using a 6.5 Creedmoor. We can't use a 6.5 Creedmoor. It ain't 6.5 Creedmoor season right now. We're stuck with a crossbow, which isn't bad. We just gotta get closer. I guess that's part of it. You can see a deer trail coming right through there. Dang. But we're gonna be crawling right over that hill and see what we can do. I'll grab the blind, I'll grab the shooting stick, and I'll grab the carrot. But you can see, that's what we're gonna be watching. I got corn scattered all over that thing. So as long as we can creep in here, I like this spot a lot. As long as my blind don't blow away, that's probably the biggest threat to this spot. My blind just up and leaving. What's going on here? Hold up, hold up. Watch out, watch out. It's going slow. This seems like a good spot. Come on in. All right, you'll be sitting right there. So go ahead and sit down there. Now, do you feel like you can shoot a crossbow right through there?
Yeah.
Solid. Well, that's pretty much it. The hunt blind's set up now. He's got to go basketball practice.
Sadly.
BC tomorrow. And it is officially the next day, and Logan actually had basketball practice, so he couldn't hunt. But this was when I had the idea. Why do we have to choose between one broadhead or the other? Instead, let's just use them both. So for this hunt, I'm bringing out a buddy and a familiar face you've seen before. It's actually Samuel. Now last year, me and Samuel actually went deer hunting quite a bit and ended up shooting a doe. However, when we went back to find it the next morning, coyotes had gotten a hold of it and had ate the whole deer, making 0 of it salvageable. But that's okay, because there's always next year. Next year is actually this year, so let's get it done. Me and Samuel tied on the giant 2-blade broadhead and headed out there. And it was getting pretty dark, but this doe walked right out to where we were hunting.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I hit it right here.
You hit the building.
That's unfortunate. At least it didn't get eaten this time.
Yeah. Let's go see if we can find the arrow. Or if we can see what it did to the outside. Man, you were so close to. You barely even hit it. There may or may not be a glowing tip somewhere. You see it? Oh, oh, dang. Okay. It exploded. You can take that home with you, I guess. I don't know where the arrow went. Oh, well. See, this is where they were, though. No, here it is. Oh, my gosh. Did it make impact? Dang, that thing got here. That thing covered ground. It almost made it to the deer. And it is officially 3 days later. Logan still has basketball practice, so he can't hunt today. And it's also raining a little bit, which is going to give us the perfect excuse to go to the really awesome blind our buddies at Next Gen Blind brought us earlier in the year. This blind is not only huge, but it also has carpet, closing windows, and is completely waterproof. So it'll be the perfect spot to hunt in the rain. But since it is so nice, and this is an evening hunt, I went to Little Caesars, got us a pizza, because hey buddy, just because you deer hunting don't mean you ain't hungry. And when you got a blind that is this epic, you might as well take full advantage of it. And so that brings us to right here. We got the crossbow. We have the big orange 2-blade tied on, and then we got the pizza. I'm excited. Samuel should be here really soon, within the next 2 minutes. Otherwise he's late. So the deer are usually coming in right in the edge of dark, which is pretty typical whenever you're hunting over a food. It's raining, which typically makes them feel a little bit more comfortable, so they really could come a little bit earlier. Should be good. I'm getting excited mainly because of the pizza, but hunting should be fun too. We're going to the nice blind. We're taking food.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
How nice is this blind?
Oh, it's nicer than my bedroom, I'll tell you that. What are you doing?
I'm sure.
If we kill a deer, you gonna gut it?
No.
Oh, okay. What'd you bring him for?
I go turn the lights off. I don't think I
Oh yeah, if you need to turn the lights off your truck, that's probably important too.
Hello?
Hello? I don't think they've ever saw you before.
I don't think they have.
What's your name?
Malachi?
Also, Malachi, there's only 2 chairs in the blind.
Yep.
But I did bring you a bucket.
Okay.
You could sit on the bucket or sit in the floor.
I'll sit on the bucket.
Okay. It's a nice bucket. It's a brand new bucket. Just bought it. All right, Malachi. Your entire objective is to carry this pizza. And if you drop it, we're throwing you in the pot.
Alright.
Hello, Gary Pond. Looking good and green. That is where we're going. I got a good feeling about today. And with the rain stopping literally right now, this could happen fast.
Smells like a camper.
It does smell like a camper. This thing's epic. Dude, you could sleep in here easy.
Yeah.
And like it's completely silent from the outside.
It's headed.
Yeah, you can stay. Oh my God. We may have to resize the crossbow. And now it's got pizza. Let's go.
What's that?
That's a pizza.
No.
Yeah, that's mine. I'm not sharing my cheesy jalapenos.
I don't think
So this is what we're using. The big orange one. The last time we used the big orange one, Samuel sent it straight into the side of the blind. What if it was a prank and I just brought a box? That'd be terrible. All right, we're gonna eat pizza and we'll let you know what happens.
To be honest, I thought this was a really big deer feeder.
A big deer for you over windows.
All right, guys, we got a deer right out front. I'm gonna be honest with you. We just went to war right here with a wasper in here, like literally like smashing it into the ground. We look outside, there's a deer right here, and he's close too. He's 10 yards away. He has no idea we're here. You can see he's just a little spot though. And this rain actually probably helps us some too. What if we just looked over and he'd been sitting there eating corn? When was the first time you seen him? Where was he at?
He was like right there. He was like right there.
So he probably came from that corner. Yeah. That's a good spot I like. Now if he was a doe, we'd be figuring it out. Getting ready to shoot him. But yeah, it's a pretty big animal. Yeah, I mean they're not small. The one that you shot at and accidentally shot the blind, that one was actually probably slightly bigger than the average dog. So it's probably a good thing we didn't kill it. But if we can get an adult doe, it'll be about that size. And that's pretty big. That's a lot of meat. I'm pretty hungry. Yeah. After that pizza. Oh, yeah. Alright, the spike has moved off. But we do have 2 more deer moved in. They're at the old corn pile. We're gonna wait and see if they move to the closer corn pile, and then we'll get a shot. Don't shoot the blind this time. That's the plan. Alright. She turns broadside. She is. Alright. Right in the shoulder. You're good. Alright, we'll see what happened.
I think I hit him.
You think so?
It felt good.
Felt good?
I think so.
Okay, well, we shot. How did that feel?
Felt all right, I guess. I hope I killed it. It ran a little fast after I shot, so.
Alright, we'll figure out what happened here in a minute.
I just thought
Do you feel pretty good?
I hope so. I felt good when I was aiming, and then I pulled the trigger, and I felt all right, and then, now I don't know.
Well, what we'll do is we'll check the arrow, and then we'll go from there.
Alright.
But we'll sit here for a little bit. Decompress. Alright, so green light replay. Alright. Right in the shoulder. You're good. Ooh. So it didn't sound like you hit much, which means it may not hit a bone. The arrow went pretty perfect. Quartering to us, that's a money. If it hit right there, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty perfect. We'll see if we did it right here in a minute. We look like we're getting abducted by aliens and all this green. All right, let's take a look at this arrow. This arrow will tell us most of the things we're looking at. If it's red, we're good. It is red.
Red. Pretty red, yeah.
That's pretty red. That's pretty good. Looks a lot better than the one the other day.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I believe it was right in there somewhere. So if we look around,
I remember walking over.
if all goes well, we should hopefully find some. I'm gonna grab my other light too. See if you can find some blood. That's what we're looking for. Any kind of blood that can trail us, lead us to where the deer should be. The deer body. If we hit it where we hope we did. All right, game on. Let's find the deer. The thing with bleeding is the blood trail is almost unpredictable. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, even if it's a great shot. So it may bleed, it may not, but we know the general direction it went. It ran like over in here and then circled on through the field. But usually the best way is to start at the arrow. Here's blood. All right, so here's what we're looking for. It's not a lot. See right there on that?
Yeah.
It's a little. And then there's more blood and there's another drop. And usually you go drop, drop, drop at a time. So, and then they'll,
Right here.
yep, right there. And then there's some right here. Then there's some right there. And now we keep doing that. There's a small droplets right here.
Oh yeah, see that?
And then we'll keep going.
My flashlight sucks. There's some more. Is it? No.
Yeah, that's blood.
Is it?
See all that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good sign. The little droplets. I'm gonna let y'all lead.
Okay, gone anywhere.
But she didn't because she went this way. And there's more. The longer that we go, the more it's going to start opening up.
Yeah.
So now it's going to start bleeding more and more and more. And you can see all that red.
Yeah.
It's just going to start pumping. All right, so while they're over there looking, I'm making them look really hard. I came up to the edge with the thermal and the deer's laying over there in the field. But I ain't going to tell them that because that takes out all the fun.
I like having tools like that.
No, I ain't seen nothing yet. I like having tools like thermals. Not to cheat, not to make hunting easier, but for whenever it's times like this, very nice to have. I'm pretty confident it's dead. That was a really good shot.
What is that over there?
Is that it?
I don't know, is it? Go look.
It looks like something's running there.
I'm getting left behind him. Is it? It's the deer. We found the deer. Hey, there we go. That's a big doe too.
Yes, sir.
Dang. Where'd you hit it at? Yeah, right there. And that's a big one too. Daggone. That's probably the biggest doe I've seen in a long time. That's a lot of meat. That's good. So let's not forget, we were also using the really weird broadhead. So let's see how it actually did on the exit. One thing I'll tell you about it, you remember whenever I showed you how big the broadhead was, it was that big?
Yeah, it was huge.
We would have expected a lot more blood, no matter where we hit it. But hey, we know it was a small entry in, but let's flip it over and let's see what the exit looked like. If the exit wasn't absolutely giant, then, geez, that's a giant deer. All right, I have absolutely no clue in the world how we didn't get more blood, but that's an absolutely perfect shot. It looks like we killed a horse, honestly. That's a giant deer. I don't know how it didn't bleed more than that, unless the rain really washed it away, but that's a pretty gaping hole. We're gonna black and white this, but exactly what you'd imagine is what happened. Pretty big gaping hole. That's solid. By the way, I spotted it like a long time ago.
What do you mean?
Oh, I knew it was dead. I seen it way over there.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Huh?
I could tell.
You just wanted us to find it.
Yeah, y'all were still digging in the weeds whenever I found it. Malachi was like, "What is that?" I was like, I don't know. All right, now we're gonna gut it. It's been a couple weeks since the first time we took Logan hunting, and we planned on going back and killing something with the crossbow. But before we could do that, he actually went deer hunting on his own, and look what he killed. Let's see what you got, Logan. That's insane. How did that work for you?
Good.
Just walked out and bam?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, dude.
I think it's a 12, or I think it has some little kickers on it.
Yeah, it's crazy. 17 yards. That's super close. You think that's the one you saw yesterday?
Yeah, I think it was.
And he came back. So yeah, guys, Logan absolutely killed a giant deer. And so at that point, we're no longer on the hunt for Logan's first deer. So we're calling an audible and we're taking someone else out for their first deer. You'll see who they are in a minute. But first, I got a couple packages to open, and we want to take a look at the broadheads, which is kind of the idea of the video. So earlier in the video, Samuel killed a deer with this one right here, the really big blade. But today, we're going hunting with one of these. It is also an expandable, but it also has a fixed blade on top. So this thing literally has blades everywhere. That's what I'm going to be tying on to the bolt real quick. We'll be doing that right here in a second. Let's see, this one I've shot into the dirt. These two are ready to go. So I'll go ahead and get these lined up and we should be good to go. But this is going to be pretty fun. Here's the two bolts. Here's our crossbow. This one has a normal field point on it, so it's ready to go. We'll leave that one in there for target practice. Let me go ahead and put on our big broadhead on one of them. And these do say they're crossbow approved, so should be good. I'll go ahead and put a lighted knock on the end. And then I'm going to put this broadhead on this one as a backup. I don't plan on needing backup, but you never know. But now let's open some packages. This one is from Nicholas Tutino. Okay. We got some stockings. We got one for me. We got one for Mammy. And then I guess we got one for Steve for soap. This is sick. These are awesome. I'm gonna hang them up right here in hopes that Santa Claus might just bring me some bullets. Getting the festive spirit here. Thank you, Nick. Dang, this one's tough to open. From Logan Robin. Oh, this is cool. It's a measuring tape with the different parts of a turkey on it. We got some fishing lures in there. A cool hat, pliers, and then we got a picture of Logan right there. Epic. This one's from Joseph Cook. Okay. This one's something. Alright, what we got? Oh, snap. Ain't no way. It's a hand-painted painting of me with a possum. This is amazing. Look at the detail on that thing. In the face, in the possum's face. That is actually amazing. That is good. That is awesome. No. And Joseph also sent me stickers of Bigfoot, possum, a bird, and gum. These are actually magnets. This was pretty epic. But now it's time to head outside. We're going deer hunting. I'm not going to be the shooter, but you're about to meet who it is. I got my hands full today. And here we are, guys. Let me show you what we're going to be doing. Remember the place where Samuel shot the blind earlier in the video? Well, that was over here. It's at the high wall plot. It's this, you know, it didn't come in the best, but this was our first year, so that's okay. Anyways, we was sitting back there, and I just had a feeling like the deer knew we were there. So I've made a few changes, and I think this is probably where we're going to be able to kill the next deer in this video. Or at least this is where we're going to try. Because not only look at all these tracks, but man, there's tracks everywhere. But we've also got a little bit of green coming up. And the colder it gets, the more important they're going to care about that. And then I got a corn pile right here. But the big improvement is where I put the blind. I moved the blind from over there to up here, and I put it on a stand. Now you can see it still kind of stands out a little bit, and we are going to be working on that a little bit. But what we're going to be doing to work on that is I'm going to go grab my LS tractor, put on the grapple attachment, grab some of this brush from where we cleaned out this whole place, and I'm literally going to be stacking it in front of the blind to kind of brush it in. And I'm going to be putting a lot of brush here because I want the deer to have absolutely no idea what's going on. So if we have brush all the way up to the windows, that's honestly best case scenario for the deer. We want the deer to not be able to see a pressure cooker sitting here, because right now that's kind of what it looks like. Kind of looks like a water tower, but with brush in front of it, they may not think nearly as much about it. That's what I'm going to say. So, tractor's actually over here. Let's go do it. And then I'm dumping out corn, and then it'll be time to bring in Adam, because I think Adam is going to be the person who shoots the deer. Step one. Pow. We're not going to need these forks for what I'm doing. Boom. Quick detach. Now let's hop in. Start this baby up, but it's cold. So I think I need to turn the key backwards for a few seconds, get it warmed up until that little symbol goes away. Now let's start her up. There we go. Let's dump this thing off. Okay. Turning the heat on. Set this thing down right here, back it up, and let's go get the grapple. And hook up the hydraulic. There we go. There we go. I think that ought to work. Now let's get back there and move some brush. I'm thinking since this brush pile, we've got so many brush piles. I don't know if you can see, we got 2 more out there. We were supposed to burn them, but that ain't happened yet. I think since this one's so close, boom, let's just scoot it right over there. We'll just make it easy on us. Yeah! Man. Oh gosh. Oh! All right, I'm in. All right, how's that? That ought to be pretty good. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna open up, we're gonna pull up, we're gonna grab, and we're gonna pull it out. I'm not looking for anything specific at all. I'm just looking for things that take up visual space. If I didn't have this, I'd probably use hay bales, and I'm probably gonna do something like that similar in the future, but for now, any little piece of something that I can get that can be a visual, that's what I want. It's just gotta be a little bit. Ooh, what we gonna have here? And then I know this is just a start, but that's just the start. That's a very, very small start. And the thing about it, before this truly turns out how I want it to, it'll be next year for sure. After the spring, some briars will grow up in it and like weeds and almost make it look just like that. And then boom. Once all that brush, grass pretty much grows in it, it's gonna look just like these brush piles and look so natural. Now that's gonna take time, but for things that take time, it's always a good idea to start now. And we're dump it right there. Sure. It's not much, but it is definitely a start. I'm gonna keep doing this for a little while, just working with the tractor, making sure they line up nice. And then after that, boom, I'll show you what it looks like and we'll be pulling out the corn. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of grass and throw on. I think next year it's gonna look really good. This year, it's gonna look good enough. I think we can kill something, just it's not gonna be unbelievably beautiful. Is it invisible? No. Is it more invisible than it was 20 minutes ago? No. But it's good enough to kill a deer. Looking good. Let's dump out the corn. Let's get these dirt baited. We're here too. You'll get on the left side, that way you can draw back and shoot down the middle. Yeah, that should be good. Oh gosh. And then go ahead and put the arrow on it, and then you can just set it in your lap. We want to make, oh wow, that's a long arrow. We want to get it to where whenever you draw back, you can look through that window and the corn be right there. So go ahead and like kind of act like you're going to draw back and see where it would go. See the corn? Yeah. All right, now you brought it. And if you need to scoop the chair back a few inches, that's good too. Yeah. Because they'll most likely be exactly at the corn right there. Now, can you look straight through that window and see the corn?
I can't extend. Because it don't matter, does it?
Not a ton. We can scooch on back. So now,
Yeah.
that's about where it'll be.
Yeah.
Right at the corner. Do you need to scoot this way more?
Probably.
I'll open the window. We'll probably keep this window shut as long as we can. But I say I'll open it. Boom. Aim at it, but then don't shoot it. See, can you see the corn? All right, just don't shoot it. Yeah, we're good then.
I've never shot sitting down, so.
We'll find out. Should be a nice little poke. Here's the thing about the blind run. It's good because we have like sound insulation and stuff. But they can also hear us through the floor because the floor is not. So we'll just try not to squeak too much and move too fast. And then I'll try to like open the window last second when it's time to shoot. But they'll most likely come from here, there, or this way. And just walk up to the corn. And then boom. Yeah, you can go ahead and twist your chair where it needs to go. Yeah, we're good then. I think we got a good chance.
I hope so.
Me too.
It's been a long time in the making.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately for the rest of the hunt, we didn't actually see any deer to shoot, but that's okay. That happens a lot when you're deer hunting. And we're not finished either. We're still going to be going out deer hunting with Adam, and we're still going to be using that other big broadhead. But as for today, I think we're going to have to end this video. If you want to watch a slow motion deer hunt, click right over here. Or for whenever me and my British buddy Dan killed a buck, click right over here.